Rob, welcome to Axel's Garage. We are out here working on Jeff, the 2005 Chevy Avalanche project for the little big dummy. The original, the OG big dummy behind the camera today, and we have in some previous videos, we'll link them in the description below. And we've been working on the EVAP system to try to chase down his extended crank time hard start problem. Today we're replacing the Purge valve. I got an AC Delco OEM replacement unit. It is new. It is the AC Delco GM original equipment vapor canister Purge valve, made in Mexico. All right, this is what the valve looks like. All right, you got an electrical connection. You got your hose that goes to your EVAP system, and then you got your little O-ring with the guy that goes into the manifold. Over here on the Purge valve, which is right under the engine cover in the front, you have an electrical connection. So we're going to pop that guy off. That is a real thick tab on this to get this electrical connection off. Electrical connection pops off, and then you got your plastic clip. You got to push the plastic clip in this way. This one's got some broken tabs on it, but you're going to push it in this way and pull up at the same time, and when you push it enough to clear the little O-ring, it pops off. Now on the base of the Purge valve is an 8mm bolt. Right, we'll get that guy out. There's our 8mm bolt. I'll throw him over there, and we'll give a little wiggle, and the Purge valve comes out. Here's the original Purge valve, and here is this rubber isolated thing. Now this rubber isolated thing, you are going to remove, because we're going to use it on the new one. And here is our Purge valve. All right, with our new Purge valve, we're going to take our rubber isolator. We're going to slide it over. You could put a little lube on the O-ring. You could spit on it even. Anything just to help it slide into place. And you press it down into place, and you'll feel it seat flat. Take your original bolt, start it by hand, and just snug it. Nothing crazy tight. You're then going to take your electrical harness, going to plug that in. Then you're going to take your EVAP hose and push that in. Make sure it locks past the O-ring. You see it. Got to make sure you get it down so that it doesn't slide up easily. Okay, now I'm locked there. And I know I'm locked in place. This clip has a broken tab on it, so I'm going to put a zip tie around it to stop it from moving back and forth. And I'll show you that real quick. So if your clip is in good shape and still has all its ends on it, you don't have to worry about this. Mine is old and brittle, so the ends broke off when trying to release it. So we're going to take a zip tie, and we're going to go right around it with a zip tie like this. And all we want to do is just capture it so it can't move back and forth. Put it on that tight, it captured it. This is stuck on. It ain't going nowhere, as they say. Clip off that end, and if we ever have to take it off in the future, all we need to do is cut the zip tie and it'll come off. In the meantime, that's not going anywhere. We're in there. We can put our engine cover back on and start our car up. All right, mission accomplished. I think we got Steve-O's car in the right direction. We're not going to know until he drives it for a couple days and then sits for a few hours whether or not this was the actual fix or not. He did have the purge valve. I sucked on it. It's sort of letting some air through, not a ton. I think it was either partially open, partially closed, however you might look at it. It wasn't fully open all the time, but it seems like it could have been a sporadic problem as well, because he did report to me that sometimes he'd go out to the car after an overnight and the car was sitting and it would start right back up. As soon as you hit the key, the car would start, which was kind of odd because sometimes it was a real long crank time. But if all goes well, this was the EVAP fix. If not, we'll be back for something else. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll link everything we used in the description below. And thanks for watching.